You know, it's been a little while since I've given my Xbox Series X some love. Yes, I don't use it all too much for gaming. Right now, it is my primary media machine, mostly for Netflix, YouTube, Plex, maybe a little bit of Hulu thrown in because I keep forgetting to change or cancel my monthly subscription. And you know what? Hold on. Remind me in 20 minutes to cancel Hulu.
I've set a reminder to cancel Hulu for 8:57 p.m.
Thank you so much. All right, cool. Guys, what's up? How y'all doing today? My name is David Franco, and welcome back to what I like to call a mini Oblocati vlog, or an unboxing, whatever. I just prefer to call it a mini vlog because I'm actually going to get up, leave the studio, and go over to my living room because I bought something pretty exciting for my Series X. Now, it's very, very well known on this channel that at this moment in time, my PS5 is definitely my most used console because I've just been playing a ton of games, from Elden Ring to most recently Pac-Man World 2 Repack. I don't know why I can never recall that title. And now Mortal Kombat 1, which has been on PlayStation Plus for a little while now. Great game, by the way. Great game. My God, dude, I used to be obsessed with Mortal Kombat when I was a kid. But anyway, the point is, my PS5 gets all the love. I've got like 8 or 9 controllers for it now. I've got this awesome RGB base. I've got a USB hub in the back powering all those controller charging stations, 3 of them to be exact. And then there's my Xbox. Like I said, I mean, I mainly use it for media, but I mean, I want to give it some flair. And now what sucks is I'm going to install this on my Xbox Series X and then just leave. PlayStation alert, do not disturb. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to leave tomorrow. I've already been on vacation by the time you guys see this because I'm leaving for Seaside Heights, Driftwood 2, and Atlantic City. Not in that order. So I got this. That's not related to vacation, but it just always sucks when you install something and then you gotta leave it. But hey, at least when I come back and I walk through the front door, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I forgot I bought this. Anyway, this is from a company called Iolion. Never heard of them. They're one of the thousands of Chinese companies available on Amazon. I got this for like 12 or 15 bucks, I forget. So it's an RGB stand, an RGB vertical stand. Now let's make it clear. No one in their right mind really needs a vertical stand for the Series X, unless you live in a very earthquake-prone zone, or maybe you're playing on a cruise ship or a boat, whatever. Because my Series X is never in immediate danger of being tipped over. PS5, absolutely. Hence why I got a base for that a while ago. Because it's a very slim console. It's literally called the PlayStation 5 Slim, when compared to the Series X, which is more of a bulky rectangle. So, yeah, in other words, this isn't needed. It's just something I wanted to buy because I love RGB. Okay, that is the second delivery cart to pull up right now. I don't think they're coming to my house. Oh, this is what made that noise. Anyway, I'm on display right now because it's 8:40 p.m. I just did it again. I don't normally record this late, but this is my 5th and final video for next week, or this week by the time you see this video. If all goes well, this video is going live on Thursday or Friday, or I don't know, whenever. But yeah, this means I successfully recorded, edited, and uploaded, and scheduled 5 videos in just like the past 2 or 3 days. It's been a lot of work. These are not like high effort videos, but it is a lot of work. It's quite time consuming, especially when you tap all these videos on top of everything I've already been doing. I'm working on this big video project for a client, and I'm working on a client's website, in addition to a sponsored brand post that I just did on Instagram for the automatic litter box. In other words, I am very busy. I'm just trying to get everything done before I leave for vacation. So here we go. Okay, I don't care about the packaging. Yeah, it looks like Walmart Spark. Not for me, my neighbor. USB-A to USB-C. With, interestingly enough, we have like an orange inner design, which is pretty cool. You just don't see that too often, at least I don't. And a little manual. Manual who? Guys, we'll never know. As you can see, this says Godzilla on the front. Just kidding. It's a joke, everyone. Relax. All right, here is the base. Wow. Wow. Owen Wilson. This is actually higher quality than I thought. So on the top here, it looks like we have like a honeycomb-like design, which you're not really going to be seeing because the Xbox Series X is going to sit right here. But in theory, this is going to help the Xbox Series X cool a little better. Now, thankfully, that hasn't been an issue for me. Honestly, guys, the only console I've ever had overheat, besides the 360 Red Ring of Death, but that's not related, was my Wii U. Yes, the rear fan actually died on the Wii U a while back, so I bought a third-party fan that powers on the rear USB ports, and it fixed it. Like that was like one of the coolest third-party accessories I've ever bought for a console because it actually worked as advertised, and since then it hasn't frozen once. But yeah, so in theory, this is gonna help cool the Xbox Series X just a little more. I will say the Series X is not as quiet as it used to be. Now keep in mind, this came out, what, like 5 or 6 years ago, or 7 years ago, something like that. It's like 5 or 6 years ago. So there probably is quite a bit of dust buildup inside the Series X, and I think I'm gonna clean that out when I get back from vacation. But yeah, there's the base. We've got USB ports on the back. I think one of them is just to power this, and then the other one is kind of pass through for charging, like if I wanted to plug in an accessory or another RGB device, who knows? It's Nebulos. Wait, so I don't think there's any screws. I don't think there's any screws, but important to note, on the bottom, we do have some rubber grips. Wow, this actually secures it quite a bit. Look at that. Quite a bit, and obviously it's going to be more secure once you have the weight of the Series X sitting on top of here. But yeah, I don't think there's any screws. I think it literally just sits on top. Because with the PlayStation 5, you have to unscrew the little thing on the bottom and screw it back in or something like that. I don't know. It's been a little while since I've done that, guys. I forget. This product is a circular console dock designed for the Xbox Series X. The product comes with an RGB running horse lamp effect. I've never heard that description in my life. The appearance is cool. It literally says the appearance is cool. This is probably some kind of weird Chinese to English translation. The product design has a data function of USB 2.0 port. Who cares? It's just charging. I'm not doing data. Let customers not worry about the USB port on the game console being occupied. It is a must-have for gaming and esports players. That is hilarious. That's not true. How does this relate to esports? It's what? That is so weird that they even included that. Just marketing jargon. I'm trying to use buzzwords. Esports, so that must mean this thing is really serious. Okay, joking aside, let's go, I was gonna say let's go hook it up, but you just literally just, let's go. Let us relocate into the living room. Here's my setup. I'm pretty sure most of you have seen it, but we've got my PS5 Slim, which does not look dark gray because the light's hitting it just right. All right, well, anyway. And my Series X, along with my games down there. And these are the controllers that I was telling you about. I've got 2, 4, 6 DualSense controllers charging at all times, and that's thanks to the USB hub back there. You see that little prism, that triangle thing? Yeah, that's the hub, and that's powering all of those controllers, which is cool. I just like having my controllers charging at all times. Okay, I guess let's try this in real time, shall we? Okay, well, I don't know. I literally don't know where to put you. Okay, I am working with a very tight angle. You guys are on this side of my Series X. Hello, hello. Like very, very tight angle to the point where you're probably seeing part of the tripod. That's okay. Guys, this is not meant to be a professional video by any means. This is just me having fun and sharing with you cool accessories I find on Amazon. And speaking of, you can find this exact base right below on Amazon. So let's just plug this in. And let's see what we're working with here first. Let me see. I don't ever look at the back of the Series X unless I'm moving my console. It's really hard to see. So there you go. We've got USB ports, right? Yeah, we've got 2 of them, Ethernets and storage expansion. I don't ever see myself using storage expansion on this console. Sorry, this is a terrible setup. It's really hard for me to record from a good angle. Because, well, 1, it's dark, and 2, it's very tight right here. I've got everything neatly organized. So, all right, I'm gonna hook this up, put you guys right here. This is the best I can give you guys. I'm sorry. Don't leave, all right? Believe in me. So I'm assuming this literally just sits up top. It's weird how terrifying the human hand looks up close. It's like a freaking skeleton. Let's pick the Series X up. God, this thing is heavy. Move the base. And just put it on top, right? Yeah, wow, perfect fit. Absolutely perfect fit. And now, let me just move this cap bed out of the way. We should get power. There you go. Very cool. I don't know if you can change the RGB effect. I'm not sure. But I gotta say, it looks pretty sweet. There you go. Not bad. And just to give you an idea of what my PS5 looks like, I've got a very similar RGB stand on this one as well. So pretty cool, right? And as you can see, all of my DualSense charging stations lit up because, again, these are powered by this USB hub, which also lights up slightly. I think you can, yeah, look, you can actually change the RGB. I mean, if you want to shut it off, you can, but I like to cycle between the colors. That's just me. Actually, there really only are 2 modes, either on and off. This one, I don't think you can shut off. I could be wrong. But wow, this actually looks pretty cool. So let me shut this off. This one looks pretty cool. So this is like a side firing RGB, if that makes sense. And this is under firing or bottom firing. So it kind of makes the console looks like it's floating. Especially once I shut my lights off, I'm sure it'll look pretty cool. But there you go, guys. An RGB stand, absolutely pointless from a functionality perspective because, again, I'm not really going to be using the rear USB port. I'm just not, because I never find myself needing to connect something to a USB power. But still, RGB. Anytime something is RGB, I am more than interested because, in my opinion, RGB makes everything look that much better. I mean, look at my TV. I've got RGB back here. I love it. Guys, I've got RGB on, I think, every single TV in this house. And I think I have 5, 6, 7, just kidding. 8 TVs total? 9? I think I have 8 or 9 TVs. And actually, I just realized I never actually put RGB on my Philips TV upstairs in my bedroom. For some reason, that's never occurred to me. That's really weird, and that's not like me. Don't look now, but I think there's a person behind me on the stairs. Guys, I gotta go. I gotta edit and ditch this dude. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, friendly reminder, if you want this RGB stand for yourself, I'll link it right below. And actually, I'll link this one as well, because if you're a PS5 person or an Xbox person, I'm both. Actually, I'm all 3. I have my Switch too, but it's currently packed for Seaside. Yeah, anyway, I'll link both of these stands right below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you when I get back from Seaside Heights. I'll see you then. Peace.